Day 4 of the 2022 state tournament live from Sheridan. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Elan, Olliff, and Dennis Bedwell joining you live from the Union broadcast booth as these two teams will match up with a spot on Championship Sunday on the line for Jackson. Cheyenne will already be there, but Cheyenne, they win this game. All they got to do is win one game tomorrow and win that first game, call it good. Jackson, they win. They will play Gillette in a winner into and the winner of those games would go into a state championship, one-game state championship against Cheyenne. Cheyenne wins. They will be the only unbeaten team playing tomorrow, and they will only have to win one game.
Yeah, so definitely an easier path here, obviously, for Cheyenne with the win today. Jackson up against the wall a little bit here, but they've been here before. Obviously, during the week they've had some close calls, but played some great baseball. So we'll have to see kind of what happens there with Jackson, see if they can come up and a little bit of an upset here. I guess a big upset technically if they beat Cheyenne. So we'll see what happens. They've
upset Laramie. They upset Casper. Can they upset the number one team in the state? We're about to find out. And David Settle is about to get smacked for smacking my microphone if he keeps it up. Here, I'll put you on the camera, David. There you go. There you go.
Well, kind of his chest.
There you go.
Guess.
Oh,
no, he's too. Oh, there
we go.
Got the dog.
All right, it's been towards the end of a crazy week here in Sheridan, and we got a great matchup for you. The final matchup of Day 4 of the 2022 state tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. We'll have first pitch and starting lineups after this.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
Dad, did you know that the iris of your eye is more unique than your fingerprint?
Yes, I did. I learned that in optometry school. I'm Dr. Trent Clooney with Uinta Eye and Vision, where we understand that every eye is unique. We are dedicated to carrying on the tradition of great vision care in Evanston. Quality care like I received growing up here. I care about your individual and unique eye health. With over a decade of experience, I'm excited to have returned to Evanston and once again cheer on the Evanston Red Devils.
Call my dad at Uinta Eye and Vision to schedule an appointment. 307-789-3937.
Evanston and Horizon High School students, start your college career now. Challenge yourself. Gain skills and confidence to help you succeed while taking credits toward the degree you want. Take Western courses for free while attending high school. Courses are paid for by Uinta BOCES number 1. What are you waiting for? For more information, call 789-5742 or email info@uintaeducation.org.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
Starters being introduced in this semifinal matchup as we get set for Cheyenne versus Jackson here on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Let's go ahead and go through the starting lineups for the teams. First, we'll start with the assigned away team, Jackson Giants. Leadoff man, the catcher, Aiden Grayland. Batting second, Ethan Garner, the right fielder. Trayson Castillo will get the start for Coach Jason Huggins on the mound and will bat number 3. Xander Witt, the shortstop, bats 4th. Matt Fisher, the left fielder, bats 5th. Lucas Grayland with a hot bat, 2 home runs at the state tournament. Is the 6th batter. 7th is Bridger Hammond. He's the second baseman. Aaron Huggins, the third baseman, bats 8th. And Mason Wright, the center fielder, bats 9th. For the post 6 Sixers out of Cheyenne, Ty Lane has it goes as follows. Mason Tafoya, the second baseman, will go first. Coulter McAnally, the designated hitter, bats second. Zach Kostopoulos, the first baseman, bats third. Keldon Hastings, the shortstop, in the cleanup spot. Julian Romero, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Dominic Lopez, the right fielder, in sixth. Wyatt Hott, the center fielder, in seventh. Ethan Reisdorfer, the third baseman, at seventh. Ty Lobmeyer, the catcher, will be batting eighth. And Ben Bowman, the pitcher, bats ninth. Lobmeyer will bat ninth. Ben Bowman is on the mound, as the pitcher will not be batting in this game. The code of conduct taking place right now, and as soon as that one's over, we will go radio silent for our national anthem. Cheyenne Post 6 in their white 6 uniforms, kind of designed after the retro Chicago White Sox uniforms, and gray uniforms with navy blue numerals for Jackson. Here's our national anthem. Teams introduced, code of conduct recited, national anthem sung. It's time for some post-season baseball as we go into the top of the first. Cheyenne Post 6 is the assigned home team, and the defense for Coach Ty Lane goes as follows. Of course, Ben Bowman on the mound for Post 6. Ty Lobmeyer will be his battery mate. As Post 6 runs out again, white uniforms, red numerals, the word 6 across the chest in the style of those retro Chicago White Sox uniforms. Julian Romero will be in left field. Wyatt Hott will be in center field. Dom Lopez in right. Zach Kostopoulos plays first. Mason Tafoya will be at second base. Eric Reisdorfer at third base. Keldon Hastings will take the shortstop position. Ben Bowman pitching to Ty Lobmeyer. Looking for our stats right now as Ben Bowman, the slender right-hander, getting ready for this postseason start where his team, I think, realizes they need to win this game. Not so much to get themselves into the championship, they're already there, but really to kind of send a message and set a precedent going into that championship Friday matchup with Gillette tomorrow, should they win this game, Dennis Bedwell.
Yeah, absolutely. So both of these teams have had great runs through this playoff, or through the tournament here, obviously. But this is a big game for both of them. It's going to set that precedent for the championship game tomorrow. Obviously Jackson's been rolling. They've had 2 upsets already. Cheyenne has come close to being upset actually early off in the tournament. Came back and actually won that though. So there's definitely a mood here saying that this is kind of how it's going to be, and you have to see kind of who's on top now.
Ben Bowman comes in 2 2/3 innings pitched in the 14 conference games. In 2 games, 1 save, 4 strikeouts to 3 walks, no earned runs, so a 0 ERA. First pitch thrown right at 401, and it falls in the zone for strike 1 in this state semifinal matchup. Leading it off will be Aiden Grayland, 250 batting average in the conference season, as Grayland pops that one up foul for strike 2. Bowman, tall righty, kicks and deals the 0-2. Chased it out of bounds, and he went around. A leadoff strikeout to start the game for Ben Bowman.
For the Jackson Giants, right fielder number 4, Ethan Gardner.
I'll bring up Ethan Gardner, 435 average in the conference. 14 conference matchups, 20 for 46 in that span. First pitch, swing and a fly ball into left field. Reisendorfer gives chase, but it drops down in foul territory for strike 1.
Yeah, it looks like they are being aggressive at bat. Obviously, they're going down swinging on that previous at bat, and then first pitch there, swinging in a foul ball. So they're being aggressive just to start off here.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 down to Ethan Garner. Swing and a pop-up into shallow center field. Second baseman Mason Tafoya retreats back into the shallow center field grass for out number 2. Sets the stage now for Trayson Castile. A whopping 419 average in the 14 conference games, 18 for 43. And in the conference season, he was the home run leader with 3 home runs in those 14 conference games. Coulter McAnally was tied for second with another player as Castile laces one into left field for a base hit with 2 down.
Now batting shortstop. Number 2,
I'll now bring up Xander Witt. Witt, very limited success in the conference season, only 5 for 31 in those 14 games. First pitch inside for ball 1. And if I was Chris Brentel, I wouldn't be able to tell you what he has for postseason. But since we've been here at doing every single game, we haven't exactly had a chance to update the stats throughout the games.
Yeah, he's definitely on it. He has all those numbers and stats for you when he's calling. So good for him, right?
1-0 on the way. Swing and a foul ball into the parking lot behind the first base dugout for strike 1. Cheyenne Post 6, the number 1 seed in the state, 3-0 in the tournament. 2 wins away from a state championship. Jackson fighting for their lives, but they have been ever since yesterday when they upset Casper in extra innings. That was a 3-2 win. And if that extra inning excitement wasn't enough, how about day 1 taking it to Laramie 9-8 in 10 innings?
Yeah, there's been a few games that have gone over, which was good baseball, but made for a long game for sure. But they've been fighting on since the beginning.
Call Jackson the cardiac kids of this tournament. Well, you could also say the same thing of Cheyenne. We'll talk more about that. Swing and a miss for strike 2. As Cheyenne found themselves down 2-0 on Wednesday night to Sheridan. Came back and won 4-2. We're down 5-0 last night to Gillette and came back and won 6-5 on a walk-off walk. So both of these teams have a flourish for the dramatic, should we say, as that one bounces in the dirt, rolls away from Lobmeyer, and easily taking second will be Castile. So with 2 down, runner on second, 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're going to try to work some big words into this broadcast.
Yeah.
You can't hang out with Chris Brentel for a week and not
get some different vocabulary.
Exactly. The 3-2. Down low and away for ball 4. A full count walk sets the stage for Xander Witt.
Left fielder number 8, Matt.
Check that. That's Matt Fisher. Witt walks. That'll bring up Matt Fisher again. 293 in the 14 conference games, 10 RBIs, and a chance with a runner in scoring position. 2 down, runner on first and second. Ben Bowman, the pitcher, comes set. And the Cheyenne hurler delivers. Swing and a fly ball deep left field. Back goes Romero, and that's gone.
Wow.
A 3-run shot for Ethan Garner. And Jackson starts this thing off with a bang.
Wow, that's one way to start this game out.
Wow.
Just do a homer over that green monster. Wow. Beautiful hit.
That is the third
Matt Fisher, 3-run home run over the monster.
Jackson home run in this tournament. 2 by Lucas Grayland, and now
That's who's up, isn't it?
yeah, it is who's up actually. 2 by this young man right here. And now Matt Fisher can add his name to the list. First pitch to Grayland, down low for ball 1.
Lucas Grayland.
We talked with Jason Huggins on our after show. What was it? Tuesday night, I think?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And he talked about Grayland and how he has got power. And he's young. He's back to be a Jackson Giant next year. Next one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. But Matt Fisher makes it 3-0 Jackson here in the top of the first. 1-1. Swinging a foul ball for strike 2.
Looks like that might have hit the catcher somewhere that doesn't feel very good. He's kind of walking around to get it, walk it off a little.
Cheyenne found themselves down by 2 on Tuesday night. Found themselves down by 5 in the final game just last night. Last night. Last night was actually Wednesday night. Now they find themselves down by 3 in this one. We'll see what kind of magic awaits us in this game. Is it going to be a continuation of these stunning Jackson upsets? Or does Ty Lane's crew pull off another come-from-behind victories? They find themselves in a bit of a hole to start this one out already.
One thing that Ty Lane did say is that you don't want to start in the hole. So they definitely changed that today with those 3 runs. So that's one thing that they did improve on, looks like.
1-2, swing and a miss, 4 strike 3. And the inning's over. But Matt Fisher says, Teton County, get on your feet. We're up 3-0 going in to the bottom of the first. Cheyenne with their first response. When we come back after this, it's the 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world, or about what you need. And that's exactly what you get with me, Todd Jones, your Southwest Wyoming Allstate agent. I am an agent who knows what it's like to live in Southwest Wyoming, and one who wants to protect our way of life as much as you do. Contact the Jones Allstate Agency today for your free quote, 307-789-1541. Again, that's 307-789-1541. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
An unbelievable start, courtesy of Matt Fisher, a 3-run bomb over the Sheridan Green Monster in left field. And it's a 3-0 lead for Jackson, but Cheyenne has to respond for the first time, as it'll be Mason Tafoya, who's kind of been keeping this team going through the crazy times. And just like that, Tafoya sends a liner into left field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, Cheyenne finds himself in a familiar position from yesterday to today. So we'll see. That obviously is a good way to start out that at-bat with that hit.
That brings up Coulter McAnally. Let's go ahead and run through the defensive alignment for Coach Jason Huggins and the Jackson Giants. You got Matt Fisher in left, Mason right in center. We'll give you the rest after the first pitch misses to McAnally for 1 ball, no strikes. Ethan Garner in right. I believe that is Aiden Grayland at first as the next one misses to McAnally. 2 balls, no strikes. Lucas Grayland at first. Bridger Hammond at second. Aaron Huggins at the hot corner. Xander Witt at shortstop as McAnally grounds that one past Huggins. It squirts through, and going to third is Bowman. He slides into third. And it's runners on the corners with nobody down, and post 6 already starting to try to get this one back.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive run, which was needed, I think, honestly, right now for Cheyenne, especially being down that 3-0. You got to get back up as soon as you can.
Aiden Grayland catching. Trenton Costill. That'll bring up Zach Kostopoulos. Home run, one of the top home run leaders on this team during the regular season. First pitch to Zico inside for ball 1. Kostopoulos in the conference season, 324 average with 7 RBI, 6 runs scored. That's just in those 14 conference games. The reason why we did that is because it does give you kind of a level playing field type picture when you put together stats to kind of see where these guys line up. Surprise, surprise, Colter McAnally still with the highest batting average when we did that, as that one finds a zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. McAnally with a massive 5.45 ERA or batting average in the 14 conference games. Throw back to first to check up on McAnally, and he head first slides back in. Runners on the corners, Mason Tafoya at third, McAnally at first. Nobody down, Zach Kostopoulos at bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Those 6 down by 3, and it's going to be 2 as that one bounces off the cleats of Grayland, rolls towards the Jackson dugout. It's a wild pitch as Costill comes up, pats his chest, and says, "My bad."
Yeah, you definitely got to limit those kinds of things because as you see there's a run that was scored. So we'll see what Jackson can do to limit some of those to help get their score going.
3-1 with Colter McAnally on second. 3 balls, 1 strike to Zach Kostopoulos. Costill deals, and Kostopoulos fouls that one back to the screen. And the count's loaded at 3-2. Zico awaiting the full count offering. Costill comes set. Leg lift and the full count. Swing and a fly ball into right field. We'll do it all over again as that falls foul. Thank you for joining us on MyLocalRadio.com today. Coverage of the 2022 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a chopper at the shortstop. Witt gets it over to third, and they got McAnally for out number 1. Zico reaches on a fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice
brings up Keldon Hastings.
Shortstop number 4, Keldon Hastings.
In the cleanup spot. Kostopoulos now the lone man on base. He sits on first, 1 down. First pitch to Hastings. Swing and a grounder past the shortstop and the third baseman. And Hastings glides into first for the single.
Hastings single brings to the plate. Left fielder number 8.
And now bring up Julian Romero, the left fielder. Left-handed batter as well. Costill stares into the glove, comes set. Pitch. That one misses, ball 1. Jackson leads it by 2 after hitting a 3-run shot from Ethan Garner in the bottom of the first. Top of the first, rather. We're now in the bottom of the first. Post 6 has already brought 1 run in. The 1-0 on the way. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes, and Costill Needs to try to straighten that thing out. Don't want to load the bases for any of these post 6 batters.
No, they can definitely hit the ball. So, yeah, you don't want to add any opportunity for them to add any score to the board.
2 on the way. Swinging a fly ball foul. And that's the first strike of the at-bat to follow the 2 balls that we've seen already. Post 6 journey to get here. Beat Evanston 6-0. Then won a shootout with Sheridan. And won a shootout with Gillette. Next one finds his own. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And when I mean shootout, I mean shootout. 4-2, 6-5.
Yeah, very close games, back-to-back, back and forth, that is, as far as scoring. So
Costal comes set. The 2-2 to Romero. Not sure why the count marker on the score bug emptied, but we got it fixed. 3 balls, 2 strikes with Romero, and then you got Dom Lopez on deck. 3-2. Swing and a fly ball headed into shallow left field in foul territory and drops down in between the 3 chasing fielders. The left fielder, Fisher, Witt, and Huggins all there trying to bring that one in. And we'll do it all over again. Runners on first and second. Kostopoulos on second. Hastings on first for post 6. Cheyenne down by 2, but we're just getting started. Bottom of the first with 1 down. Costal with the payoff. Inside, and it's bases loaded.
what did we say about loading the bases?
Ooh. Now a big opportunity for Dom Lopez.
So we're going to have a little bit of a powwow here at the pitcher's mound.
It's the pitching coach, not manager Jason Huggins, so it's not a change.
No.
Definitely a little early. Costal 1 down. But the base is loaded for the dangerous Dom Lopez. Lopez, 341 batter in the conference season, 15 of 44. 16 RBIs. Only 4 strikeouts in 14 games. That were the conference matchups in 2022.
Dominic Lopez.
Bigger opportunity for Cheyenne. Tying run stands on second, but we're just getting started here in the first. First pitch to Lopez from Costal. Finds his own for strike 1. Costal, now the good news is you've got, if you can get a ground out, there's forces everywhere, so just go to your nearest base. The 0-1. That one hit down the third base line. Huggins to home, and he missed. The throw is missed. Kostopoulos glides in.
Ooh. What a key error that may be for Jackson.
We've seen errors be the difference in teams against post 6 all season. That doesn't lose the game. That doesn't tie it, but it definitely would have been an out at home, and it'd be 3-1 with runners on with still bases loaded, but be 2 down. First pitch to Wyatt Hott, misses for ball 1. Hott with the pitching performance last night against Gillette. He's 12 for 33 on the conference season. 2 RBIs, 3 runs. But a big RBI opportunity here. Bases loaded, 1 down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Offering from Costal. Chased one outside. Strike 2. Costal on the bump. See if we can get those pitching numbers for you. The 1-2 from Costal. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's your ballerina count, 2-2. Coastal, 3 1/3 innings pitched in conference play. 6 strikeouts to 2 walks. Only 1 earned run gives him, in a small sample size, a 2.58 ERA. Swinging a fly ball into right field. Caught by Garner. Tagging up is Hastings. He'll come home, and we are tied. Well, Ethan Garner gets a 3-run shot to put Jackson up on top. And then Wyatt Hott hits a sacrifice fly to put Jackson square. Here's Ethan Reisendorf. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Runners going. Throw down to third by Grayland. Got him! What a throw by Aiden Grayland behind the dish to gun Julian Romero out trying to steal third. And we're knotted up at 3 after 1. Let's go to the second. This is a fun one already. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe.
Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the Union Broadcast booth. My name is Dennis Bedwell here along with Elan Olliff. Top of the second inning here. Jackson at bat. We will give you the defensive lineup here shortly after this first pitch. And that is pop fly to the right field. Looks like it's out of bounds there for a strike. Foul ball. All right, so defensive lineups here for Cheyenne. At catcher, Lobmeyer. Third base, Reisendorf. Shortstop, Hastings. Second base, Tafoya. And first base, Kostopoulos. We'll do the outfield here after this pitch, which is a strike down the middle for strike 2.
Bridger Hammond, the batter right now.
In the outfield, we got at left field Romero, center field Hott, and Lopez at right field. As that pitch finds it's outside of the zone for ball number 1.
Dennis, Bridger Hammond, 8 for 24 in the 14 conference games. That gives him a .333 conference batting average.
As the pitch comes in, fouled back to the net for a foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Jackson looking to increase their score here as it is now tied up 3-3. The pitch is swung on, fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And right now, if you're Jackson, this leadoff batter, it is very, very important to get going. You've got some momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of people expected Jackson to be the first one to score in this, but then you gave up the 3 runs. You've got to respond now.
Ooh, as that pitch comes right over the head of the batter for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is off. Inside for strike number 3 right in the zone, as that is the first out.
Beautiful pitch by Lobmeyer. Just nipped that inside lower corner. By Bowman. Just takes down that lower corner. Great looking job there.
All right, as we have Huggins at bat now for Jackson.
Aaron Huggins was one of the hottest batters at the beginning of the season. It kind of cooled off a little bit as the season went on.
Swings at that and misses for a strike.
As evidenced by his conference batting average. 1 for 20 in conference games.
Holds his swing there for a ball, one strike. Right down the middle for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful pitch.
Bowman doing a good job bouncing back from giving up that 3-run shot.
Inside for ball number 2.
I don't mind that pitch. I think that was supposed to be something that just kind of caught that inside plane of the zone. Just got away a little bit from him.
Waiting that next pitch coming here. Beautiful strike. Strike number 3, making that 2 outs now.
Center fielder number 11, Mason Wright.
Mason Wright now at bat for Jackson.
Tell you right now, if you are the Giants, you've got to get a runner on. You've got to stop the momentum that Cheyenne is building, because this is going to feel like a downhill train if
As
they
that
don't.
is a deep pop fly to right field. And that is caught for out number 3. Top of the third inning, or excuse me, top of the second inning here. As we go to a quick break here, this is being brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back here in just a minute.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Welcome back here to the Union broadcast booth. Again, bottom of the second inning here. Cheyenne holds off Jackson to no runs, so we're still 3-3. They definitely have momentum going into this here with that pitching, Elan.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's going to be on Trace and Costal to try to get that momentum back. So it's one of those deals where you've got to really, if you're Jackson, you can't allow anything come across, because again, this Cheyenne team can go like a downhill freight train. Once it gets going, it could be very, very hard to stop, and you don't want to give them a chance to get going.
As that first pitch comes across as a strike. Got 1 strike, and I'm not sure who is batting, actually. We'll get that to you here in just one moment. As that second strike comes through, or second pitch comes through as a strike.
That's Eric Reisendorfer.
Reisendorfer at bat for Cheyenne. 2 strikes here in the count.
Reisendorfer, your .211 average in conference games.
Center field pop up, and that is caught for out number 1. Got number 6, Ty Lawnmeyer at bat for Cheyenne. All right, as you wait that first pitch here. That is a strike right inside corner in the zone for strike number 1.
Monday morning, backseat driving this thing, it feels like there's 2 ways that Jackson can pull off this upset.
That is a foul ball there for strike number 2. Sorry, go ahead.
Number 1, you work up you win it, and most likely I think you got to win this in a track heat. I think you've got to win a high-scoring game here and get to Ben Bowman and really and make the plays in defense to keep everything under control. Number 2, it's the exact opposite. You win a defensive struggle.
Absolutely. As though there has been 2 balls thrown there with those two last pitches. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And in order for it to be a defensive struggle, you need one of those legendary performances from Trace and Costal.
That is fouled back into the parking lot for a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lobmeyer still at bat with Costal pitching. Pitches away. That is line drive into right field. Foul, though, just outside of the chalk line for a foul ball.
If this thing becomes a blowout, it won't be Jackson blowing out Cheyenne. It'll be Cheyenne starting to run away, and that's what you have to do to kind of keep everything in control. Keep them right where you want it. The longer you're in this game, the much better you're off if you're Jackson.
As that finds it drops out of the zone for ball number 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 out in this inning so far.
And as we saw, even when Cheyenne goes down 5-0, it's not over. So
not over, absolutely not. As that drops out of the zone and outside for ball number 4, as Cheyenne takes first base. 1 runner now on base.
Draws the walk, bringing to the plate for the Sixers, second baseman number 13, Mason Tafoya.
As Mason Tafoya is the next at bat here for Cheyenne.
Tafoya 1 for 1.
As that pitch rises a little bit inside for ball number 1. Now Tafoya is, in conference he's batting at .385. So definitely has had a great season.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and he's kind of been that guy that. Remember, he led off the single with the single on the left.
Yeah, high, and it's caught for out number 2. Beautiful hit, just didn't drop.
And it holds the runner at first because you saw Lobmeyer didn't tag up. He was well on his way, about halfway between the bags when that catch was made back on the track. Has to go back. So now with 2 down, you could get out of this, but you've got to get around one of the most dangerous batters in the state in Colter McNally.
Yep, as he is at bat now.
And if he's not gone off proper in the state tournament yet, so
as that first pitch is a ball,
it feels like he's roaring and ready to go at some point.
Yeah, I mean his conference, as we've already mentioned a few times here, is 5.45. It's just a crazy average there. As that is a line drive to the third baseman. Scoops it up and throws to first base for the third out.
Play by Aaron Huggins over at third. Just did exactly what he needed to. Caught it on the bounce, calmed it down, and fired it across the diamond.
Beautiful out there for Cheyenne. As we take a quick break here, we'll be back for Jackson at bat. This is being brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and being broadcasted from MyLocalRadio.com. Thank you so much.
Whether you're working with a realtor or you're selling your home by owner, the title company you choose really matters. They handle all the research to make sure there aren't any bad surprises like hidden liens, unpaid taxes, forgery, easement restrictions, or access issues. At First American Title, the staff has a combined 140 years of experience and a 98% excellent customer service rating. Make the right choice. Choose to close with First American Title. 1048 Main Street, Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Going into the third inning, and we got a good one. It's 3-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan Olliff joined alongside Dennis Bedwell, coming to you live from the Union broadcast booth. And Dennis, we talked about it in the last inning. The longer this game is tight, the better that is for Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson has done very well with close games, obviously, this week. So they have to keep it close. Now, if Cheyenne were to get ahead quickly, that may change the outcome of this game for sure.
Well, the best way to correct that is to get the bats going, and they'll lead it off with their catcher, Aiden Grayland, who's 0 for 1 on the day. He made a great play down to 3 to get third base to get Julian Romero trying to steal back in, I think it was the first pitch outside for ball 1 from Ben Bowman. Bowman with the 1-0. Swinging a chopper down the third base line. Foul, says Gary Delgado.
Very close to that line. That could have made it interesting there if that would have just bounced on the other side.
Julian Romero in left, Wyatt Hott in center, Dominic Lopez in right. We'll give you the infield after the 1-1 from Bowman to Aiden Grayland. Beautiful breaking ball that starts inside and cuts back in and catches the top of the zone for strike 2. Zach Kostopoulos at first, Mason Tafoya at second, Eric Reisendorfer at third, Keldon Hastings at shortstop. Ty Lobmeyer catching Ben Bowman as the 1-2 drops down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. All of those runs scored in the first inning as Grayland fouls that one into the screen for another foul ball, and we'll do it all over again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Considering Cheyenne is 4 hours away, Jackson around 6, 7, 8 hours, I believe, off the top of my head. Pretty good turnout for both of these teams as the 2-2 misses full count.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a good turnout here in the crowd. I'd say there's probably a little bit more Cheyenne here, obviously, but pretty good showing for both teams.
3-2 from Bowman. Thought about offering, but it's outside. Walk. Leadoff walk for Aiden Grayland.
The walk brings to the plate right fielder number
Now
4,
bring up
Garner.
Ethan Garner, who hit the 3-run shot back in the first to put Jackson on top 3-0. Cheyenne responded with 3 of their own in the bottom of the first. I'll check out. That was Matt Fisher who hit that, not Ethan Garner. Apologies. Ethan Garner actually 0 for 1 today. First pitch to Garner. Chopper right at the second baseman. Tafoya goes to 2 for 1. On to 1
Beautiful.
for out number 2. Nice 4-6-3 double play.
That is huge for Cheyenne. That stops that a little bit of a rally there for Jackson as they're hitting pretty well. So beautifully done by Cheyenne.
Well, we talked about what Jackson needs to do to win this game. For Cheyenne, I think it's simply just kind of suffocate the air out of this place.
Yep.
Don't let Jackson feel like they have much hope. And when you limit base runners like that, get around leadoff walks, it's not demoralizing, but it definitely makes it a lot more tougher. And it's in your head. It's like, man, we're going to have to really play our best game all year in order to pull this off.
Absolutely.
The 0-1 to Trey Costal, swing and a miss for strike 2. Treyson Costal again, a .419 average, but he's 0 for 1, or 1 for 1 rather. He got on base, and then Matt Fisher brought him home. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Costal. The 1-2. Swing and a fly ball right field, hooking foul. We'll do it again. Top of the third inning, 3-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Elan Olliff and Dennis Bedwell coming to you. You know, just saw something that took my mind away. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Elan Olliff and Dennis Bedwell will be back with you in the Union broadcast booth. After this, it's still 3-3. The 2022 AA State Tournament live from Sheridan on mylocalradio.com. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come on in, Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come on in, Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Craig Costal out for inning number 3 of his shift here in the semifinals of the 2022 Wyoming AA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Pretty respectable start so far for Costal. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs. None of them earned, 2 walks. So definitely going to try to get going a little bit more in the strikeout department, but we're just getting started.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think right now Cheyenne really has to just come out bats a-blazing. They really need to get some runs
wait.
here.
We got a new pitcher. Sorry.
Oh.
So Costal comes out. That is actually Ethan Garner.
Okay.
Garner. This is a little bit more of a normal pitcher. 14 and a third innings pitched in the 14 conference games. 0-3 record. 6 strikeouts, 11 walks.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Sixers.
And a 7.94
Kostopoulos.
ERA. Zico to lead things off, Zach Kostopoulos. First pitch, and the Greek God sends this one into left field, and if it was fair, it would be gone. But it just drops foul.
Yeah, that was a well-hit shot there for sure.
Kostopoulos with the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Nice little changeup there with the off-speed pitch from Ethan Garner. So Fisher in left field, Witt in center, Wright in right field. The 0-2 to Kostopoulos. Swing and he got under it. Popped into shallow center field. Shortstop Hammond, or second baseman Hammond goes back. Pulls it in for round number 1.
Shortstop.
And now brings up Keldon Hastings. Again, barehanded look for him. No batting gloves for Hastings. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Not anymore. I couldn't do it, period. Hastings lays down a bunt down the third base line. Barehand pick up by Garner. Throw over to first.
Oh.
Didn't get him. Wow. Keldon Hastings legs out an infield bunt single.
He was on his horse. He was moving.
He was moving, and it was fielded well by Garner. It's not like he bobbled it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just Hastings gets down the line amazingly quick. Here comes Julian Romero. Lefty left fielder Romero swing and got under that one, but it hooks foul behind the Union broadcast booth for strike 1. Romero yet to register an at-bat today. Drew a walk his first time up. 0-1 to Romero. Swing and a fly ball into right field, caught by Wright, and that's out number 2. Runner on first is Keldon Hastings, and now set up Dom Lopez.
Really hasn't been a lot going for either team, really at bat-wise. I mean, it's been stalled here at 3 for a little while now.
Lopez 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch from Garner up high for ball 1. The 1-0 as Garner delivers, finds the zone inside for strike 1. Lopez, a .341 batting average in the conference games.
Crowd here is pretty silent. Not a lot has been going on.
11 singles, 2 doubles, 2 triples. 14 runs scored for Lopez. The 1-1. Swing and a liner down into left field. Hits the gap. And Lopez with a 2-out single. Runners on first and second.
Lopez's single brings to the plate center fielder number 7
for
Hot.
Wyatt Hott. And he had a good pitching performance last night. Was on the hook for the loss before. Cheyenne pitching led by Trevor Williams, or Corey Williams rather, able to kind of fix that. Hott, the left fielder, 364 average. First pitch to Hott outside for strike one though. 12 singles, and those are the only hits he's got, 12 of 33 in the 14 conference games. 0-1 to Hott. Up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got Hott at the dish. Eric Reisendorfer on deck. The 1-1 from Garner. Swinging a fly ball into center field. Witt makes the catch. And the inning's over. We're still tied. Going into the fourth. We got a fun one. For Jackson, a spot in Championship Friday at risk. For Cheyenne, a chance to win it all in Game 1 tomorrow. It's the 2022 AA State Championship. Live on mylocalradio.com. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming. The fourth inning after this.
There's nothing better than finding the perfect gift for someone. Whether it's a baby shower, birthday, or anniversary, Ivory and Iron has everything to make gift giving fun. Come enjoy the beautiful atmosphere, mouth-watering chocolates, and beautiful floral arrangements. Ivory and Iron, 1101 Main Street, Evanston.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. This is Dennis Bedwell with Elan Olliff. We are here at the top of the fourth inning here with Jackson at bat. At bat now is Witt.
Xander
Witt there to be exact, with Bowman at pitcher still for Cheyenne. As he pulled. Ooh, I think I might have nipped the ump on the hand.
Yeah, that is not a very good feeling at all.
Yeah, that is fouled back to the net, but yeah.
I don't think he got any contact on it. I think they're calling it a ball.
Oh, just a ball then. My bad.
Yeah, he pulled it back, and the ball kind of came inside and dodged Lobmeyer's glove, and it caught the left hand of the umpire.
Ouch.
Sorry, I don't mean to correct you on the air.
No, you're good. Right. As that is swung and missed for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is a ball. Falls down out of the zone for ball number 2, 1 strike. And Witt today is 0 for 0.
Yeah, I drew a walk trying to get on base, but I think if you told Jason Huggins, hey, you're going to be in the fourth inning and it's a tie ball game against Cheyenne, a spot on Championship Friday on the line, you would think, okay, you know what? Let's buy ourselves a chance here.
Right there, thrown to make that 2 strikes now, 3 balls, full count. And that ball is thrown down and out of the zone for ball number 4.
That is
Witt takes first base.
Sorry, Dennis, but that is a huge leadoff walk. If you can continue to put that leadoff guy on, of course, last time they had the double play that got rid of the leadoff walk and negated it. But if you can continue to consistently put that leadoff man on, it's like running the football in football. You're doing it early. You're doing it early to try to break the defense to try to wear them out.
Right.
And then you hope at some point something big is going to happen. And that's what happens when you put that leadoff man on as consistently as Jackson has been doing today.
As that first pitch to Fisher is a ball. Xander Witt leads off first just a little bit. And he runs to second, and it's tossed from the catcher, and he makes it to second on the stolen base.
What a dive by Mason Tafoya at second to try to bring out in to make sure it doesn't sail into center field.
That could have been a lot worse than it was, absolutely. Could have been another run to third base. So good stop there. As Fisher is 1 for 1 today. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. As Bowman checks out at second base. That ball rises inside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second base, that being Xander Witt as he leads off.
Jackson going to try to get that leadoff man in.
Beautiful hit. Pop fly back to the green wall, but it's caught for out number 1. But Xander Witt gets to third base safe.
Nice heads-up play by Xander Witt. He played that perfect to a T. Saw that it was probably going to be caught. When you're that far out, wait for that thing to drop and then take off and tag up, and that's exactly what Witt did. Didn't do too much.
Absolutely.
And now with 1 down, you've got the go-ahead run 90 feet away. A lot of things you can do. Anything. If Lucas Grayland hits this thing into the outfield at all, they take the lead.
Oh, I think.
Oh, no.
Oh, the catcher got hit by that pitch, I think, and he's down.
I don't know if it was the pitch or the bat, maybe.
Maybe.
I looked away. I couldn't.
It's kind of hard to tell what happened. The ball bounced, and then he went down. So I don't know if it was a bat hit him or not, but he's definitely in pain as a coach here comes to him and texts him out. We'll take a quick break here as we check on that player. We'll be back in just a moment. This is being brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Kendall Carr, a member of the Wyoming High School Activities Association Student Advisory Council, and I want to remind you to use your voice to represent yourself, your team,
your school, and your community in a positive way.
Participants, you are the reason everyone is here.
Compete with class.
I'm Kate Walker, and I'm a 3-sport athlete at Mountain View High School.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Lim, senior cheerleader.
Hi, I'm Damon Shangarth, and I'm student body president.
My name is Connor Michaeli. I'm a senior at Mountain View High School.
I encourage everyone at this event to join the ride.
Build your own juicy, mouth-watering hamburgers just like you do at home with 1, 2, or 3 patties at the Down Home Eatery. Also enjoy salads and sandwiches. Down Home Eatery is located on Highway 89. Dine in or carry out. Call 679-2002.
Welcome back here to the Union broadcast booth. Looks like Lobmeyer is doing okay. He got up and walked around a little bit. So he's still in at catcher as we continue this at-bat.
Talking with some people during the break, it sounds like he might have caught the ball just above the knee pad. And that is definitely not a comfortable place to take that thing.
That's a beautiful pitch for a strike. Making the count now 0 balls, 2 strikes. And we have Xander Witt now at third base threatening for a run.
Lucas Grayland, 2 home runs in the tournament already.
That ball is outside and low for ball number 1. Yeah, Grayland's had a great tournament. He's hit over the Green Monster. At least one of them was over the Green Monster, was it not?
Yeah, so. It was, and it was in that Laramie game.
Yeah. As he fouls that to the first base outside there for strike number 2. 2 strikes, 1 ball.
This is a very important moment for Jackson, I feel like, because we've seen Cheyenne just score runs in bunches. Mm-hmm. I think you have to figure out a way to get up on him again in order to apply that pressure.
Absolutely. As the pitch is away, that is low, but swung at for a strike.
Unfortunately, that was the guy that I think you needed to make this happen, but now you're turning it over to Bridger Hammond. He's more than capable. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, today he is 0 for 1, but yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
as that first pitch is thrown outside for a ball.
0 for 1 today, but 8 for 24 in the conference season, so he's 333. So he hits about a third of a time right on the dot.
That pitch is outside again and dropping for ball number 2. 2 balls, 0 strikes. Xander Witt at third base, threatening the Cheyenne here with the score. As that ball slides out, but still swung on for strike number 2.
As Xander Witt standing over there talking to his coach Jason Huggins. And his son, Aaron Huggins, actually stands on deck. And Aaron had a hot start to the season, trying to pick up right there as well. And if they could figure out a way for Hammond to either bring this run in or get on somehow, the only way you're doing it, though, is with a hit. Because it's 2 down, the sacrifice fly is out.
As that ball drops down for ball number 4, and Hammond takes his walk and goes to first base.
Aaron Huggins steps in.
Hammond did his job. Now it sets the stage for Huggins, one of the RBI team leaders on this team. Not in the conference season, so we don't have stats for that, but just overall, he was an RBI monster and a big opportunity for him here to strike. As it looks like Coach Ty Lane's coming out. He wants to have a discussion. Let's see what happens before they pull him, or if they pull him before we go to break.
Yeah. So far, it's just a powwow, looks like, but let's see what happens.
Been really impressed with the managerial skills of Ty Lane in this tournament. I mean, can you imagine? You're the reigning state champions. You're the overwhelming favorites to win this whole thing, and then you go in the first day. Evanston gives you a really good game.
Yeah.
You score 5 runs in the 4th, all with 2 down. But then, just over 24 hours later, you're in a situation where you're playing the state tournament in Sheridan, playing against Sheridan. You're down 2-0, and then you rally the troops and end up scoring 4 in the 7th inning. And then just last night, you're down 5-0, and then somehow come back and win that ball game as well.
It definitely tells you of the quality of coach that he is. He's very great coach and works really well with his players.
One of the nicest guys too.
Very, very nice guy for sure.
Aaron Huggins.
All right, and he does not make any changes there. So we still do have Bowman out at pitcher, Huggins at bat.
Big opportunity for Jackson here to take the lead again. Huggins was an RBI machine in the regular season. Don't have those stats with me, but looking at them and prepping for the season.
Fly to the right field, and the right fieldman comes up and dives. Can't see if he does not catch it.
It's like Lopez was on his horse from right field, dived towards the fence line and couldn't bring it in.
That is a foul then for strike 1 for Huggins. Yeah, he was moving. He was doing all he could to get that ball. Didn't quite come up with it, though. Still do have a runner on third base, Xander Witt. And then also at first base, we have Hammond.
If you're Jackson, you've got Mason Wright on deck. That's a big one right there.
As we're waiting for the pitch here from Bowman. Beautiful strike down the middle by Bowman. But Hammond runs to second.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to give that defensive indifference. They didn't even try to stop him. They're squarely focused on the runner, the batter at the plate.
Yeah. Looks like the count now is going to be 0 balls and 2 strikes with that last strike. 2 outs. The pitch is thrown, and he got him. Struck him out there. 3 outs now as we go to the top of the bottom, of the 4th inning here. We'll be back here in just a moment. This is being brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. We will be back here shortly.
Hi, I'm Kendall Carr, a member of the Wyoming High School Activities Association Student Advisory Council, and I want to remind you to use your voice to represent yourself, your team,
your school, and your community in a positive way.
Participants, you are the reason everyone is here.
Compete with class.
I'm Kate Walker, and I'm a 3-sport athlete at Mountain View High School.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Lim, senior cheerleader.
Hi, I'm Damon Shangarth, and I'm student body president.
My name is Connor Michaeli. I'm a senior at Mountain View High School.
I encourage everyone at this event to join the ride.
Build your own juicy, mouth-watering hamburgers just like you do at home with 1, 2, or 3 patties at the Down Home Eatery. Also enjoy salads and sandwiches. Down Home Eatery is located on Highway 89. Dine in or carry out, call 679-2002.
Welcome back here to the Union broadcast booth. We are at the bottom of the 4th inning. Cheyenne did have runners on bases, did not capitalize on that, and it still scores 3-3, tied here. As we have at bat now,
for the Sixers,
Cheyenne at bat.
Ethan Reisendorf is going to lead things off. Takes the first pitch, first strike.
First strike, yep. Sorry. You're good. Strike one there. As that ball is thrown inside and high for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reisendorfer.
Ooh.
Beautiful strike there.
Tell you what, Ethan Garner came out firing.
Yeah, he's not messing around. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Someone just said in the stands that looked like a screwball. What a
Beautiful
pitch.
pitch on the swing and struck him out.
That 1-1 pitch looked like a screwball, and it did. It started kind of like almost up low and then circled back around and came back in.
It's pretty.
Number 6, Ty Lobmeyer.
Lobmeyer now at bat here for Cheyenne.
We'll see if he throws that again. I want to see this. Yep, it is. Nice.
Beautiful.
Garner has
Strike
got
number 1.
And if he can locate that thing today, that could be a huge storyline in this game, especially with it being knotted up at.
That is high for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garner settling in here. As that is fouled back.
That almost.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We're seeing some really interesting pitching from Garner. I'm going to have to ask Huggins if he's got what kind of pitches he's got, because it looks. That's not a typical cutter. That's not a typical curve. That's not a typical anything. We're seeing some really good pitching right now from Ethan Garner that's really deceptive.
Beautiful pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think it's hard to tell from where we're at, but it almost looks like I don't want to look like that much of a fool.
As that ball is inside for ball number 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out.
I mean, there's not a lot of rotation on that ball. He's throwing it very well.
As that ball is fouled out just behind dugout there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitches away. That is popped outside for foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cheyenne looking to get on bases.
Oh!
That ball hits the ump hard. Might have hit him right in the throat.
This ump has been beaten up in this game. I
Ouch.
think that's the 3rd hit he's taken.
We may have to take a break here. We'll see if he can.
Oh.
That was a hard hit, at least to the chest of the umpire there at home plate.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get an official stoppage for this.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break here. This is being brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. We'll be back here shortly.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
At the
Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Welcome back here to the Union broadcast booth. Looks like that home umpire here is a tough guy. He's good. He's up and walking around ready to rock and roll. Glad that he wasn't hurt any worse than he was.
Yeah, absolutely. Our umpires are some of the hardest working people at this tournament by far. We couldn't do it without them.
As that pitch is low in the dirt for ball number 4, as Lobmeyer takes base number 1.
Lobmeyer's walk brings to the plate leadoff hitter number 13, Mason Tafoya.
And now Mason Tafoya, who is 2 for 2, or 1 for 2 rather. He lined one into lead off the game, kind of just a single into left field, and then flew out to left field. So if you're Matt Fisher over in left, you're kind of keeping your eye open here.
Absolutely. As that pitch comes down straight down the pipe for a strike. Strike number 1 there for Tafoya. As you wait for that next pitch here, that is goes down the line and fouls out down the third base line for strike number 1. 0 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. We have 1 on base with Lobmeyer.
With the type of pitches that Garner's been throwing, those aren't easy pitches to throw. We'll see how long he can go with them.
As that goes past the third baseman, but the shortstop grabs the pitch and throws it first, and it is safe. As that pitch that throw is bobbled by the first baseman.
Costal, the new shortstop, if he throws that just a touch harder, that's in the glove. It's still a really, really close play. I don't know what they'll score that one. We'll see what it is here. They're going to call it a single.
Single there.
Number 27, Coulter McAnally.
And now this is a big shot here.
The big boy McAnally at bat now.
Well, McAnally now with runners on first and second.
He is 0 for 2 today, however, so far.
He's been trying to get his bat going here in the state tournament.
And that's a beautiful pitch down the middle for a strike.
Right at the chest. Good-looking pitch there for Ethan Garner.
Do you have runners on second base and first base now? Lobmeyer and Tafoya for Cheyenne here. Count is 0 balls, 1 strike.
0-1.
As that is popped up foul, that goes over to the right side, out of bounds.
The way Lucas Grayland ran over to the fence, took his hat off. I thought he was about to do like one of those stymie off of
Catch with the
Little
hat.
Rascals, reach the hat over the fence. And
wouldn't that have been something?
Oh, man. It still counts.
It does,
right?
Absolutely. I think so, right? I don't know how that works, actually.
I mean, the ball didn't hit the ground.
Did not. And they used what was on his body. He didn't. Anyways, 2 strikes there. That pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on second and first base. As Cheyenne looks to get some runs in here. Pitches away. Beautiful pitch for a strike on the swing. Strike number 3 to be exact. Makes that 2 outs.
Crazy pitch that starts inside the zone and cuts right back in on Coulter. He thought he had that thing and just swung right through it.
At bat now is Kostopoulos.
Zach Kostopoulos.
Yeah, he is 0 for 2 today as well. Runners at second and third. As that is popped up foul behind us. And that brings strike 1. Cheyenne's definitely wanting to get these bats going here. They need to get out of this 3-3 pinch they got going on.
Definitely trying. Again, they know the longer that Jackson hangs around in this game, the more emboldened those guys are going to get.
Beautiful hit up the middle for a base hit as it brings 1 in. Single so far, and that goes to third base there for Lobmeyer. So I guess that'd be is that a double for him, technically?
So, no, Lobmeyer scored. Kostopoulos hits this RBI single.
Tafoya goes to third base then, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Keldon Hastings steps in.
And
that makes it a 3-4 game now with Cheyenne on top.
I'll now set it up for Keldon Hastings.
Huge hit there. Beautiful hit out up the middle. As the catcher takes a little bit of a break here, given the call.
Well, if you're Cheyenne, you cannot, much like Jackson, if they got one run in, you can't, they wouldn't let your foot on the gas. I got to say, with how just downhill we've seen Jackson play in the state tournament, you can't do the same thing against the Giants.
Beautiful pitch by Garner down the middle for the swing and a miss on the strike. If he didn't swing at that, it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been a strike anyways. Beautiful. Zero balls, 1 strike. 2 outs now with runners on third and first base. Ball a little high in the zone there for ball 1.
Hastings 2 for 2. Trying to get that third hit. Have a 3-hit ball game.
And he swings and misses again. Strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Bottom of Ethan Gardner's pitches is dropping out like there's a magnet on home plate. It's just pulling everything down.
Fools your eyes at the last second. Oh, and that's close to his hands as he fouls that back.
Well, it was one that he was trying to check, but he couldn't bring it back in time. Still makes contact.
Almost caught his fingers on that, I think. That was close. That would not have felt good.
No.
As he pops that deep to center field. Still going. Might have lost it there.
Wow!
The last second catches it. Looks like he might have lost it in the sun for a
Sander
second.
Witz. He's retreating back. He's looking up. I think you're absolutely right. I think he lost it in the sun. He's weaving in and out. And then immediately, he must have saw it right as it was starting to drop down and then just booked it for the spot and was able to pull it in.
Beautiful out there to end this inning. We'll be right back here. This is being brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Michael Jackson on the loudspeaker for Jackson. As, man, I got to tell you, Jackson has no pressure in this game. They have already far exceeded anyone outside of their own expectations. That being an athlete, you know their expectations were to come in here and shock the state. And so far, so good. Two upsets in extra innings, and now they're down by 1 against the number 1 team in the state. As we enter the 5th inning, Mason Wright will go ahead and lead things off. First pitch from Bowman, fouled into the back screen for strike 1. Mason Wright, and with Aiden Grayland on deck. Jackson's kind of become the Cinderella darling of the tournament. The 0-1 to Wright.
Ooh. That was
a nasty pitch.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the words of Chris, that was nasty.
Nasty pitch by Ben Bowman right there. Started in and tailed out. The 1-1. Tried to put the slider in there, but didn't break enough. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Got a little bit of breeze coming in here. It's making it a little bit cooler. I like it.
2-1 on the way. Swing and a fly ball into center field. Hot retreats back just shy of the track and makes the grab for out number 1. So that's 1 down for the catcher, Aiden Grayland.
Yeah, there's been quite a few pop-ups today. So I guess that's good pitching done usually by that when they pop them up. Makes it easier to catch, obviously. So good pitching so far today.
Bowman kicks and deals to Grayland.
That is not a pop-up.
That's a bloop into center left field. And Grayland gets on. Jackson down by 1 down here in the top of the 5th. But I got time run on, and now here's Ethan Garner.
Yeah, beautiful hit there.
Jackson, the definition of playing loose right now. Again, they've had a great week. What do they got to lose? They have nothing to lose.
No.
Everything to gain.
Absolutely. Which I think that's actually a really good place to be honest.
Yeah.
As a team.
Not because I see the world through blue and gray glasses, but the Evanston Outlaws were in the same position against Jackson last year. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Yep.
Throw back to first.
No.
That one gets away from Kostopoulos, and Grayland hops on his horse and pulls into the stable at second.
Interesting decision to throw back and forth there on first base.
Bowman went back to first 1 time and then immediately went back again and lost the throw to Kostopoulos. Grayland pulls into second, and now, if you're Ethan Garner, the tying RBI in scoring position. Still waiting your first pitch. First one down low for ball 1.
Good job there by the catcher. Lobmeyer, keep that in front of him.
1 down, 1 on, top of the 5th. Cheyenne leads Jackson in this day 4 matchup. Elimination game for Jackson. Cheyenne will play tomorrow no matter what. They lead it by 1. Popped up into shallow center right field, and no one's called it. That one is in and out of the glove of a diving Julian Romero from left field, and it drops down.
You have to call that.
A rare defensive miscue from post 6.
Yep.
Number 6. Trayson
And now you
Costiel.
put the bat in the dangerous Trayson Costiel's hands. 18 for 43 in conference play, 419 average, 11 RBIs, 3 home runs in conference play. When we did our conference stats, he was the home run leader.
He is 1 for 2 today on hitting as well.
First pitch, good pitch by Bowman. It's a ball in the inside portion of the zone for strike 1. Costiel waits the 0-1 from Bowman. Swing and a fly ball, but that one in the wrong direction. Foul. 0-2. Jackson, a young team. But they have made a name for themselves and has announced their arrival here at the state tournament in 2022. Really, you could probably say that about the whole state. The 0-2 on the way. Outside for ball 1. In state tournaments past, we've seen Cheyenne just kind of cruise through. Easy wins. I don't think Cheyenne has had an easy win yet in this state tournament.
Absolutely not, yeah.
Even the 6-0 win against Evanston, that score does not tell the story of that game. That is a 1-0 game if Evanston is able to make one pitch. Deep fly ball left field, but Romero camped down under it, makes the grab. Runner tags up at second, but he's going to think better of it. A loud pop out by Trayson Costiel.
Yeah, that was just a little bit deeper. That could have been exciting, but not quite.
Runners on first and second now for Xander Witt.
1 for 2 on the day, looks like.
That's Costiel, 1 for 2, yeah.
Sorry.
Witt
0 for 0.
Still waiting on first at bat. Walked a couple times and hit by pitch would be the reason for that. Witt takes strike 1. Bowman comes set around the belt. Sorry, there's a fly buzzing around my mouth. The 0-1 finds the zone for strike 2. Bowman trying to keep this one-run lead for Cheyenne alive.
Jackson's doing all they can to get some runs going on here.
Yeah, if Evanston makes one pitch on day one as Bowman puts it in there, I'm going to finish that thought because I've started so many times. Evanston makes one pitch on day one. It's a one game, Evanston and Cheyenne. They won by 2 on Thursday night. They won by 1 last night. They lead by 1 going into the bottom of the 5th. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Take a bite into a sweet, delicious fruit pie complimented by the best pie crust ever made when you purchase a pie from the Pie Hole. The menu also includes sandwiches, soups, and salads for lunch or dinner. The Pie Hole, 1023 Main Street in Evanston. Love at first bite.
Music is a path to lifelong learning and knowledge of self and culture. When we sing or create music, we use all parts of the brain and supports healthy social development. Music training can improve recall and retention of verbal information, advance math achievement, boost reading and language arts skills, and even increase the average SAT scores. Music's fun. Lessons can be in person or online.
This is Mindy Olliff, owner of Piano with Mindy K. I teach students from 3 to adult. Visit pianowithmindyk.com today for more information or to sign up for lessons.
Garner out. 3 of his start today, or not start. He's actually came in relief, and he's been very impressive as we move in to the bottom of the 5th. Cheyenne leads by 1. Julian Romero to lead it off. First pitch to Romero, line drive right into the glove.
And catch. Wow.
Of the second baseman for Jackson.
Romero stings it. Nice play by the shortstop.
Or shortstop, rather, correction, Xander Witz, who just pulls that in out of the sky. 1 down. Dom Lopez. First pitch to him up high for ball 1. Lopez 1 for 2 on the day. And one from Cheyenne has really stood out as a dominating factor in the state tournament this year. It's been very much a team moment. A clutch RBI by person A. A walk-off walk by person B. It's been one of those deals where no one has really been that consistent hero for post 6.
Ooh, close.
Up high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Julian Romero, though, has been pretty consistent throughout this tournament. We're still got 1 more day left for someone to kind of take control of this team. Next one inside, 3 balls, 1 strike, and Dom Lopez. Down 3 balls, 1 strike. Ethan Garner with the pitch. In the zone, strike 2. 1 down, and Garner's going to try to get out of this inning. With Jackson only up by 1 as we are in the bottom of the 5th, 4-3 Jackson. The pitch. In the zone, and got him looking. We said it earlier, if Garner can locate that off-speed pitch, that breaking ball, that thing that, quite frankly, almost looks like a screwball
right
when it comes out of his hand. If he can locate that, he is going to be a problem for any lineup he faces today. I'm going to bring up Wyatt Hott. 0 for 1. First pitch. Hott looks to lay down a bunt, but it is down. He offered at it, so strike 1. Right now, Cheyenne trying to get anything going for themselves. I think they do realize that this Jackson team has has and is capable of coming back. Trying to create some separation. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th. 2 down. The 1-1. Up high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Matt Fisher in left, Xander Witt in center. Mason Wright in right. We'll give you the infield after this as that one goes inside. 31 count. Lucas Grayland at first, Bridger Hammond at second, Aaron Huggins at third, Trayson Costal at shortstop, Ethan Garner pitching to Aiden Grayland. 3-1. Outside part of the zone for strike 2. One that started inside and then faded out, nipped the left panel of the zone, and a payoff pitch from Garner. Outside, missed it just barely for ball 4.
I thought he had him for a second there. You see him starting to walk to his own dugout.
Hot draws the walk.
And now brings up Ty. Nope, that's not. That's Ethan Reisdorfer. Ty Lobmeyer stands on deck for post 6. Staring into a glove of catcher Aiden Grayland. Ethan Garner, the young righty. Pitch down the zone. Strike 1. Throw down to second is bobbled by Costal. The shorts or check that. That is actually Hammond at second base, but it is a strike. Runner goes. He gets to second, no problem. 2 down. Runner on second. 0-1 count to Reisendorfer. Righty versus righty. Up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Might have gotten a little bit of a piece of it.
It's pretty close.
Garner trying to get out of this inning. Cheyenne threatening to extend their lead. The runner on second is Wyatt Hott. Lost him on a full count walk. The 1-2. Swing and a pop fly in the infield. Garner says he's got it and makes the grab at the third base line for out number 3. We're off to the 6th. Cheyenne leads by 1. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com. Jackson fighting for their lives. Brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies to HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. We are now in the top of the 6th inning, waiting here for the at-bat of Jackson. Quite the game here so far. We do still have Cheyenne up by 1, 3-4 game here as we await the pitching here, or the at-bat of Matt Fisher.
Looks like Ben Bowman is still in there, and that's probably what Ty Lane is. No, Ben Bowman. You're right. Matt Fisher is batting, but Ben Bowman is the pitcher. Looks like Ty Lane is saying this is your game at State.
Absolutely.
He's thrown 80 pitches.
As you wait the first pitch here from Bowman. And that is a line drive to the shortstop, thrown to first base, and he is out for out number 1.
Nice little chopper received by Hastings on the run. Just throws it over And some of these Cheyenne guys, when they throw it over, it looks like they're barely just throwing it from their elbow, and they just chuck it over there.
Yeah, I could not do that.
No, me either.
First pitch here is a strike on the swing.
Yeah, Lucas Grayland, of course, he's 0 for 2 today, but hit that big homer against Laramie and then did it again against Casper.
Another swing at that leads to a strike and a miss, or the miss of the swing is a strike. 0 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As he holds the swing, and it's a strike anyways. Strike number 3.
Goes down looking, nasty pitch from Bowman. Starts inside the zone and starts to work its way away from the right-handed hitting Lucas Grayland. Just catches the outside portion of the zone.
As we have Hammond up to bat today, he is 0 for, or actually, excuse me, here while that updates.
Oh.
As he hits the ball there, pop fly. Oh, drops actually.
He was 0 for 1. Now he's 1 for 2.
1 for 2. There we go. As Hammond gets to first base there on that single.
Aaron Huggins.
So for the second at bat in a row, Huggins will go up with someone on. And you know he's thirsting after a moment here in the state tournament.
0 for 2 looks like on the day. As Bowman throws his first pitch to him as a strike down the middle.
Hammond was definitely starting to move around a little bit, trying to see if he can catch the attention of Lobmeyer or Bowman to try to take their focus off of Huggins. And one of those batters where you've got to remain in the game against him.
He's a speedier base runner too, Hammond, so he can definitely still.
I've seen him pinch run many times for Jackson.
As he goes back to first, safe, as he's checked by Bowman on that throw. Count is 0 balls, 1 strike to Huggins. As that pitch is released down the middle for a beautiful strike. Strike number 2.
Jackson leads by 1, and the goal for Cheyenne leads by 1. The goal for Jackson, though, is complete. Make this a close game, and that's exactly what they've done. Now they need to finish it off if they're going to give themselves a chance. Man, the umpire got beat up again.
Yeah, jeez. As that ball goes off of him, I believe they're calling that a foul, obviously, I guess. Still 2 strikes.
They need to up his paycheck today.
Yeah.
He is getting
hazard pay for sure.
Yeah, some hazard pay for the umpire behind the dish, who has just been probably feeling like he's going through a 10-round bout right now. He's been beat up quite a lot. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We've enjoyed streaming every game of this 2022 state tournament.
It's been a great week for sure.
Yeah. Tomorrow, though, we crown our state champion. Gillette already in it. If this score holds up, Cheyenne will play Gillette at 11 o'clock. If Cheyenne wins, they will be the state champions. If Jackson makes a comeback, well, it gets interesting. We'll talk about that.
As that is thrown, Hammond makes it to second base on that run. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on that last pitch.
All right, so once again, Huggins at bat, 2 down, runner in scoring position, a chance to tie this thing up for him.
As he swings, and that is a strike.
And once again, Bowman makes the pitch he had to make in order to keep the lead.
Absolutely. So as we go now to the bottom of the 6th, we'll see what Cheyenne can do here. This has been brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome back here to the Union broadcast booth. My name is Dennis Bedwell, along here with Elan, Olliff, as we are in the bottom of the sixth inning with Cheyenne at bat.
Before we get started, I got some things to address. Checking in on the mylocalradio.com chat room. Anthony Webb asks, "Is this the championship game?" No, this is the semifinal, basically, for Cheyenne. They win this, they will play a game against Gillette tomorrow at 11. If they win that, they will have been the only team not to lose twice, and they will win the state championship. If Gillette beats them, then it'll be a winner-take-all one game. However, if Jackson comes back, then Gillette and Jackson will play to find out who plays Cheyenne in a winner-take-all championship. Cheyenne automatically into a state championship because they are the last team they're the only undefeated team, basically.
As two pitches have been thrown, both of those are balls, 2 balls on the call, as that is a strike down the middle.
And the other thing, good friend Steve Baldwin has to ruin my fun.
Yeah.
And point out to me that if a player is to catch a ball in his ball cap, every runner, including the batter, is awarded not 1, not 2, but 3 bases.
So the moral of that is
Don't
not
do it.
use your cap.
Stymie lost his team the game that day.
As that last pitch was a strike, that one, though, however, is a ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes.
You know the scene in Little Rascals I'm talking about? He says, "Don't worry about it, I got it."
Absolutely.
And he reaches his hat over the fence. Well, apparently that's not out.
Yeah.
That's at least 1 run coming in.
He swings through on that, and that is a strike 3 to be exact.
Beautiful job by Ethan Garner as we go back to the game.
I love that movie, though.
Oh, man. Classic. Thanks for ruining my fun, Steve. Appreciate it.
1 out now. As we have, I'm not sure who's at bat actually here. Tafoya.
Yeah, it's the leadoff man, Mason Tafoya.
And that is a line dropped by the third baseman, but he's still able to grab it and save.
Oh, man.
The toss is a little high.
Huggins, good job staying with it. Threw it a little high. Had to make Lucas Grayland jump up for it. He couldn't get his foot back on the bag in time to get the out.
So there is a runner on first now for Cheyenne.
Designated hitter.
Tying run, I guess, would be on first base then.
No, they're in the lead. So.
Oh, excuse me. So I guess they would be adding to their lead, I guess, apparently. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Coulter McAnally now up 0 for 3 today.
As he takes a chat with Ty, his coach.
It's amazing how a one hit in the right moment can kind of right the ship. If McAnally can get a hit here, he can right the ship for tomorrow, because no matter what, even if they lose this game, they're playing in at least a state championship game.
Absolutely. As we await the pitch from Bowman. And that pitch drops a little out of the zone for a ball. 1 ball, 0 strikes now.
Yeah, just a little inside from Ethan Garner, and I've been really impressed with the pitching that we've seen from him ever since he came in. I think he came in like the 3rd inning.
That ball drops out of the zone for ball number 2.
Tafoya not interested in testing out the arm of Aiden Grayland over there. We already saw him throw out a runner at 3rd trying to take it.
Tafoya is at first base, as the count is 2 balls, 0 strikes, and that is a strike down the middle for Garner, making it a 2 ball, 1 strike count. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning here. Pitch is thrown, and that is a deep fly ball to center, and that is caught for out number 2.
Xander Witt
comes back to first.
Sorry, Xander Witt. Good job there.
Zach Christopoulos.
Christopoulos now at bat for Cheyenne with 1 runner on base, 2 outs now.
I think Christopoulos is going to be playing at Howard next year. Or not next year, but he might be able to come back. I'm not exactly sure on his eligibility.
As Bowman prepares for his first pitch.
I do know McAnally is eligible to come. It will be back next year. He's an incoming senior. Incoming senior.
Wow. Crazy. As that is a ball for the first pitch. 1 ball, 0 strikes. That pitch drops a little into the turf. That is 2 balls. Runner on first being Tafoya for Cheyenne. They lead by 1 run, 3-4. That is a deep hit to right field. It may go over the fence.
Oh, it bounced on it.
Not quite. So that's going to be a double.
No, they're calling it a homer.
Oh, it's a home run.
It hit the top of the yellow piping.
There we go. As Cheyenne hits the homer, bringing in 2 runs. Increasing their lead now by 2, making it a 3-6 game now in the bottom of the 6th inning. What a beautiful hit.
2-run shot by Zico. And we mentioned how none of the big names have done a whole lot for the post-6 Sixers up to this point.
Yep.
Zico, the first one of those headline-grabbing names we always hear about to make a loud splash here at State.
Probably a really good time to do that as well.
Yeah.
As Bowman throws his first pitch here to Hastings.
It was a 1-run game, and now you're putting the pressure on Jackson. They've got to score 3 just to send it to the bottom of the 7th.
That ball is in the inside, but catches the zone for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs now for Cheyenne as their bats come alive a little bit.
Steve Baldwin is absolutely right. He said, sorry to ruin your fun, guys, but at least you're still watching baseball, and it's been another great game.
As Bowman hits Hastings there, and he will take a base.
Yeah, that one just got away from Garner. And pitching coach coming out for Jackson.
Garner.
Now Mason Tafoya, the runner on. So now it looks like we might get what I think we all thought we would eventually end up with in the state championship. Cheyenne Gillette, as it's not over yet. They still got a chance. But getting 4 runs on Cheyenne is going to be very, very tough for Jackson.
Absolutely, yeah. Looks like they are going to keep Garner in there.
But we've seen stranger things in this state tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a lot of crazy things happening.
After this week, anytime I come to this stadium, I'm going to remember that this is the place where stranger things have happened.
Number 8, Julian Romero.
When we say it, make that comment.
As Romero is the next at-bat here for Cheyenne. Garner at pitcher. Ball rises a little inside.
Julian Romero 0 for 2 on the day.
Do have 1 runner on base, first base.
If you're Jackson, you got to get out of this. Give yourself a chance. You can put 3 runs on the board. We've seen it before.
As that goes across the zone and out for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Hastings on first base for Cheyenne. As that is hit foul.
Way foul. Almost crosses the street.
Yeah, for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, Garner, just sit back, relax, and put this thing in there. Get out of this inning. You still got a chance. But the more this goes on, the harder it's going to get.
Safe at second base on the steal.
Great attempt.
By Hastings.
Great attempt by Costal over at shortstop. He made the catch and tried to flag the tag just maybe a second late.
Romero still at bat here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hastings now at second base. Ooh, beautiful hit deep pop fly, though, looks like, and that'll be caught
All right.
for out number 3. So as we end this inning, the bottom of the 6th, 2 runs were scored to make it a 3-6 game here for Cheyenne. We'll be back here in just a moment. This is being brought to you by Buckle Up for Wyoming.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Cheyenne Post 6, the reigning state champions, 3 outs away from punching their ticket to a state championship matchup with Gillette tomorrow at 11. If Jackson comes back and wins this game, that matchup at 11 will instead be between Gillette and Jackson to find out who will play Cheyenne in a 1-game winner-take-all state tournament. If this holds up, Cheyenne will play Gillette. If Cheyenne wins Game 1, they are state champions. If Gillette wins Game 1, then we'll have that winner-take-all state championship between Gillette and Cheyenne. It's a complicated situation. Just know Cheyenne's playing for a state championship tomorrow. Next pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Quite the deal, huh?
Yeah, Mason Wright, 0 for 2 on the day. Bowman, 91 pitches as Wright sends that one past the glove of Bowman. Fielded by Hastings, throw over to first in time, and Cheyenne's 2 away from the state championship matchup with Gillette. It's a double elimination tournament, so you've got to be beaten. You have to be beaten twice to be eliminated. Jackson has lost 1 game. Cheyenne has not lost any. So Jackson lose. This will be the end, and there'll be only 2 teams left without 2 losses. Gillette, who beat Sheridan in a 5-3 classic this afternoon. And then Cheyenne, should this score hold up. Pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Cheyenne brought in 2 on a 2-run Zach Kostopoulos homer in the bottom of the 6th in order to separate themselves. It was a 1-run game till just now, and it has been close ever since.
That's really how it's been all week.
Yeah,
close games.
Yeah, really.
To be honest,
I think the largest deficit we saw was a 10-run game.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was actually Gillette over Jackson, and that wasn't even a big blowout. That was Gillette just kind of got going in the 5th inning, as it's a 5-pitch walk to Aiden Grayland.
Yeah, it's been
very good
tournament. Just great baseball all around, all week. Absolutely.
But it was a 1-run game until Zach Kostopoulos hit that one, and it's been close ever since Lucas Grayland hit his 2nd homer. Or excuse me, that was not Grayland. I think it was Ethan Garner. Matt Fisher, rather. Hit his 3-run shot to make it 3-0 Jackson in the bottom of the 1st. Top of the 1st, rather. And then Cheyenne responded with 3 of their own in the bottom of the 1st. It was tied until Cheyenne brought 1 in the 4th, as this one is looped down into left field for Eric Garner. Rounding first, headed for third, or second headed for third, is Grayland, and now runners in scoring position for Cheyenne. Basically, it was a 3-3 game until the fourth when run came in for Cheyenne. And then just recently, Gustavopoulos hits a 2-run shot. Tying run at the plate in the form of the dangerous Chasen Costal. Action in the Cheyenne bullpen. Warming up, Trenton Rodriguez. First pitch from Bowman to Costal in the zone for strike one. Bowman has thrown 101 pitches.
Does it surprise you that Jackson is doing this right now?
No.
Absolutely
not. Not anymore.
Right?
Not anymore. The first day, maybe. Yesterday, yeah. Today, no. The 0-1 deep fly ball, but it's too high. It's popped up into left field, and Romero makes the catch, and it's not deep enough for Grayland to tag up and score. Jackson down to their final out on what's been a phenomenal state tournament, should it end here.
Number 2, Xander Witt.
Xander Witt now with a chance. He represents the tying run. The winning run on deck. Bowman. 103 pitches oncoming. The pitch. Inside part of the zone for strike one. Bowman might get to finish this game after all.
Potentially, yes.
It has to be with this batter, though.
Where you do have that cutoff being at 105.
But they'll let you finish the current batter, so they won't pull him right at 105. So he's got a chance, but it has to be this batter.
Gotcha.
As I believe that right there was 105. 104. So 105 is coming up right now. The 1-1 outside. So this is the final batter for Ben Bowman. Trenton Rodriguez warming up to try to end it. But Bowman could do it himself. 2-1 for Bowman. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. Jackson down to their final strike. Winning run on deck in the form of Matt Fisher. We know what he's capable of. The 2-2. Outside part of the zone, and Cheyenne has a date with Gillette tomorrow at 11 a.m. Bowman finishes the game, and a great run at the state tournament comes to an end for a Jackson Giants team that has announced their presence and are ready to compete for future titles and win a lot of games moving forward.
Really nice tournament for the Jackson Giants. Give these gentlemen
your final score, Cheyenne 6, Jackson 3. We'll be right back after this. It's the 2022 AA State Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
When considering your next visit to the dentist, make your appointment with an office that handles it all. At Blacksburg Dental, Dr. Irene and his professional team treat patients of all ages. Everything from cleanings and x-rays to crowns and implants, clear aligners to teeth whitening, and 6-month checkups and emergencies. Blacksburg Dental accepts all insurances and even has options for people without. Care for your teeth the best way possible. Call Blacksburg Dental today at 307-782-3630 and schedule an appointment.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
A great state tournament for a Jackson team that has announced its presence here at the 2022 state tournament. It's time for Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's here in Sheridan. Check them out at, I believe it was 6. I'm going to have to double check that, but I believe we're looking at 6:27. Well, we're looking up the address right now. I had it written down, and the breeze carried it off a little bit. But anyways, big thank you to Jimmy John's and Sheridan for helping us out with our broadcast this week. But your final score of this final semifinal game, Cheyenne 6, Jackson 3. That's Jimmy John's in Sheridan at 727 East Brundage Lane here in Sheridan. And, man, what can you say about the Jackson Giants?
Jackson Giants have had a great week. I mean, they definitely don't need to hang their heads.
No.
They've came to play. They played amazing. They just came against a great Cheyenne team. They're obviously the defending state champions. They have that going for them. But Jackson did great. They came in. They played the game that they needed to play. They obviously had some great comebacks. Just didn't quite have enough this afternoon to be able to get that to win.
Might have hit the empty on the tank a little bit.
Yeah,
and that might be what cost him. But Coach Jason Huggins down there talking with his team, Huggy Bear, and I guarantee you he is telling them, hey, do not hang your heads. We came here and proved we could play with every team in the state in the highest pressure of situations. We have nothing, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. And this has been a magical week for Jackson. Cheyenne, though, they will now go and get some rest.
Yes.
And they take on Cheyenne tomorrow morning at 11. They win that first game. They are state champions once again.
Gillette, you mean?
Or sorry, Gillette, you're right.
Go.
Cheyenne wins that first game. They're state champions once again. And if Gillette pulls off that win, we'll have a winner-take-all because Gillette's going to have to beat Cheyenne twice in order to be state champions themselves. Cheyenne just needs to win one. And listen to these numbers. Mason Tafoya, 3 for 4, 2 runs. Then Zach Kostopoulos, 2 for 4 with 4 runs and 3 RBIs. A great performance by Zico. Well, that's going to do it. We invite you to join us on mylocalradio.com tonight for our Day 4 after show. We will have David Suttle and talk about the semifinals, preview the finals. It's going to be a great time. Invite you to tune in at 10:30 as we will be live for our pregame show for the state championship. Cheyenne versus Gillette. Thank you guys so much. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Dennis Bedwell, I'm Elan Olliff saying we'll see you guys here tomorrow morning at 10:30, and we will also see you tonight at 8:30 for Day 4 of the after show on 307 Baseball on mylocalradio.com. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you at 8:30, and take care.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils.